Hi crafty friends, Colleen here. I wanted to share a card with you today that was sent to me by one of my customers that she found. It's made by Liz Wheeler and I think it's just a gorgeous card, and that's what I'm going to show you today. The one Liz has made it with is using the Something Fierce paper, but I've used the Sweet Girl one, and the one we're going to make today is using True Love. So it's a really quick, easy, simple little card. We'll be using the new embroidery thread. And as you can see, it's just tucked in there, and some little gems. The cardstock for this one is linen, and that's 5 by 4 1/4. The peach over here measures 1.5 by 4 inches, and I've used the stamp set Besties to my bestie. So that's what I've done here, and I've used this heart, and I've used this one here, but today I'm going to use the happy birthday on the other card. So let's get started and I'll show you how to do it. Now we're using the stitched hearts here, which come in 4 different sizes, but I'm using the large one and the small one. And the paper we are using for this card, we're going to be using Sage for the base, which, like I said, with the linen is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. The Sugar Plum, which I love to team up with Sage, measures 1.5 by 4 inches. You'll need a piece of copy paper. I can't grab it. And that just measures 2.5 by 6 inches, because we're going to adhere all these little strips. Now, I've used just 3 sheets of cardstock I went through, and you need to cut 3/8 of an inch off one side and flip it over and cut 3/8 of an inch off the other side. That way you won't have too many of the indented edges. So you need 2 of this one, like 1 of each side of this one, and 1 of each side of this one, and that will give you enough. So you've got to cut 2 strips, and that will give you enough to make this particular woven card. So here, which I've just fudged up a bit, oh, that's a zip strip that goes there. So we need 6 going one way and 6 going the other. So, oh, there we go. So there's my 6 pieces there, and my other 6 pieces here. Now, if you keep them up the right way, they're easier to follow. I'll tell you about those bits in a minute. So what we're going to do now is take our copy paper and actually run adhesive around 3 of the 4 edges. And then we're going to start now you'll need a pencil here, and lay it across the middle. And then don't go quite over to the edge, but start about there. And then just start layering these up however you'd like them to be. I might put a pattern one there. Oh, I can't pick it up. And just lay these up all together. I'll put that one in next, I think. Then my blue one. And then my other floral one. Right, so I've got that in like that. Now we're going to take the other pieces and we're going to match them up, but we're going to add adhesive to the back of each one. So just take it right along. Now we're going to weave. So you'll lift up 3, tuck it in, bring it up to as far as you want it. Oh, that's as far as it wants to go. And then I'll press that into place. Now I'll go with the second one, which was the pink one. And then weave back the other way. And you're going to do this with all the pieces. That's the second one. And then the third one is the flowers. And then you weave that one so it goes over under. Once you've done it a couple of times, it gets easier to do. and don't try and push this up as far as it can go. It will go, see there's gaps in between, but it goes as far as it wants to fit up there. So then the next one is this one, and then we'll go over under, move our pencil down a bit, then our blue one, which is under over. So you can see that's just weaving in and out. And our last one, which will be under over. Well, then once you've done that, so once you've done that, you lift it up. Your pencil should still just stick there, and then you're going to trim all these edges here off. And you're going to redo these again, so I'll just do one because I've already got a piece already done for you to have a look at, so you don't have to watch me go through all of this again. Oh, because I've had adhesive all the way across. Now the first one is a stripy one, so then that'll be an over. And you're just going to repeat that with all of these pieces all the way down. So once you've done that, you should end up with a piece that will look like something like this. So I'll just add the last one in. Gets a bit more trickier as you go along. Oh. That one, and this one. And once you've got all them in, then these ones here you just need to add a bit of adhesive on just to seal them down. So then you have a piece that looks like that. I'll just move all these out of the way for the time being. Finish that off after. They are very sticky. Right, so now we've done that. Now we'll take our hearts, I couldn't think of the name of them then, and we're going to place these on wherever we would like to cut out. There, I think I might cut there. So I'll bring up the big shot. Excuse me. So here's the big shot. So we'll just lay our hearts on wherever we'd like them to go. I'm going to put one here, and I'll put the other one, I think, just here. Try not to get them overlapped, and then just run them through. Oh, and I've got the wrong board on. Oh goodness, I used the wrong board. Have to do that again. Oh well, at least I didn't wreck it. So I'll put that into there. Pop that one into, maybe if I go that way. That'll be it. That one there. So you've got enough left over. I was thinking about cutting out one of the other hearts and making another different card, and I'll put that up later and show you what I've done with the excess bits. So that's our hearts cut out. So you can see you've still got plenty left over to be working with, so I'll do something with that after. Now while we're here, I'll change boards and we will emboss our sage piece with the new flower. I've forgotten the name of it. Oh, I'll have it written down anyway. The new floral flower embossing folder. just pop that on and run it through. Get rid of the big shot. And there we have it. There's our lovely embossed piece. Now onto there. So we've got our lovely little hearts. They look beautiful once they're cut out. Now I found that sometimes there's some pieces that aren't quite stuck down, and I just run the little bit of sticky tape under them, like this bit here. This one here is not quite stuck down, so just add a bit of adhesive and it will stick into place. There we are. So there, my hearts ready to go. Don't they look beautiful? So onto this piece here, I'm going to grab my foam back. I'm going to take the heart shape from out of here, and in Sugar Plum we're going to stamp 5 hearts up the side section. I don't know if you can see them there, but there they are there, just up there. And I like the tone on tone. There we go. I'll put that away. Now I'll add adhesive to the back. And I'm going to attach that to the side section here. Oh, I know what I didn't get out. I didn't get a card. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I've got one over here. Silly noodle. Right. Oh, the zip strip. What have I done with that? There it is. So now we'll adhere the zip strip down. And we're just going to place that just here. And attach that to the front of the card. Then we're going to get some 3D foam dots and take our hearts. Now I'll just grab one large one and I want to put it there. What I want to do here is take some of our thread, and with the kink in it, I'm just going to run it through my scissors to remove some of that, and then I'm going to wind it into some loops, pull them up a bit, and attach them there. Oh wow, that was a spectacular failure. Oh well, I'll chop that off. I'll use that somewhere else. So I'll just adhere them in there. Add a bit of adhesive over the top. So then, when I peel off the back, I can adhere that to the front of the card, like so, my few loops hanging out. And then we'll just take the little one and add one glue dot to the back, not glue dot, 3D foam dot to the back, and adhere that to the card. Now for these pieces here, this one measures 2 inches by 1, yes, 2 inches by 1 1/4. This is 2 1/8 by 1 3/8, and this one here is 1 1/2 by 2 1/4 inches. And we're going to stamp the Happy Birthday in sapphire ink. Gee, I work in a mess. Drives me crazy. Some of you ladies who know that my room is usually looking like a tip, I actually cleaned it. Yeah, I know. It's a bit scary. There we are. Put that away. We'll layer these up. Some 3D foam dots on the back. Pop that onto the front of the card. Take our gems. I'm going to put one up here. Put one on the eye. I'll put the other one over here. And there you have it. That's my version of the beautiful card made by Liz Wheeler. I'll just bring it up again. So as you can see, that's my version of her card. I hope you enjoyed this little project today. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.